This is Adam Gorney here for Rivals Signing Day show with Florida State coach Mike Norvell. And Mike, you're now the longest tenured coach in the state of Florida. What does that feel like? 2.5 years in here.
Well, it's a new day in college athletics, and I'm grateful for the opportunity that we have. And as we went through these last few years, there's been some challenges that have presented itself, but really proud of the foundation that we're laying and the way that our guys have responded. Throughout these last couple of years, especially this past season, just throughout the back half of the season, the way that they came together, they continue to work, continue to fight, continue to believe in what we're doing, and I think it sets up for great days ahead. And obviously today on signing day, a big part of what the future holds, and some of the young men that we're able to bring into the program, not only today but over these next few days, and then as it goes through February.
That was sort of a joke, but seriously, I mean, how long does it take to really just lay the foundation that you envision, and then get that buy-in, and then to be able to recruit to that as well?
Well, coming in, every situation is unique to its own. And, you look at Florida State and, over the last few years, I mean, there's been a lot of change. And, you look at the head coaches, having 3 different head coaches, and then, even on top of that, the number of coordinator changes that were, throughout that period of time. Those are challenges for these young men that of all the things that they've had to work through. When I came in, the biggest focus was, on the culture, on the understanding of what we had to establish, building that foundation the right way, built off work and relationships, and finding the right fit for Florida State. I'm really pleased with the steps that we've taken. Excited about where we are and the progress that we've seen. But I do believe that we have great days ahead, and they're right there on the horizon.
Quarterback AJ Duffy is the kid from California who then transferred to IMG. You got him in the class. How important of a player is he? What talent does he bring to you?
I mean, he's a great player, so versatile in his skill set, the different things that he can do with his arm, obviously making all the different throws across the football field. But then, also with his legs, he's a son of a coach, very smart young man, understands, how to process, he was a real student of the game. He had a tremendous work ethic. I think as you look at him, of the decision he made this last year and going to IMG, really kind of pull him out of his comfort zone, and to be able to go and lead a different group of guys, I think that does nothing but prepare him for what he's about to experience here coming to college. But, I think he's a tremendous talent, but also a tremendous leader and young man that we're definitely excited about here at Florida State.
One of the things that you needed to attack early on was offensive line, either, from a skill perspective or a depth perspective. It seems like in this class that was addressed. It seemed like a focus. Just talk about some of those guys that really stand out, and really if that was one of the key points that you wanted to have here.
No, I mean, absolutely. It was a big focus of what we were trying to do. Being able to add guys like Jalen Early out of Dallas, Texas was a big time focus of ours. Kanaya Charlton, that papers came in this morning. We're excited about Quayshawn Sapp, Dachi Richardson. We've got a couple of others that we're looking forward to adding as this process continues. But that was big. It was not just the skill, but also the size. We had to get bigger. We needed to get longer. That was something that I believe that we did a great job in addressing. But also guys that they love to work. And we played with a lot of youth across the offensive line in the last couple of years, and as they continue to grow and develop with the additions of the guys that we're bringing in here today and throughout the course of this signing class, and I think it's got a chance to really be a special group.
I think another focus, and I could be wrong, but you could definitely clear this up, is just guys that you can get the ball. Doesn't matter about size, just getting them the ball in space and letting them make things happen. Rodney Hill, some other guys. Just kind of talk about that, and if you felt like you needed to address that here.
Yeah, that's something. Just finding playmakers, and it's starting off this morning. The first letter of intent that came through was Sam McCall. And Sam is a tremendous athlete, coming out of Lakeland, Florida, a guy that is dynamic, in the defensive backfield, but also in the return game, what he could do, with the ball in his hand. And he's an exciting piece that we've been able to add to the roster. You look at Rodney Hill. I think Rodney's one of those guys that's kind of flown under the radar. Out of Southeast Georgia, is really a dynamic player with great speed, acceleration. You were excited to see how he's going to be able to grow and develop within the program. But that's something that we know that we needed. Florida State has got a great tradition of dynamic players and guys with playmaking ability, and that's something that we definitely have to continue to build upon. And I think we're taking the proper steps with this class and the previous classes of who we've been able to bring in.
Specifically on Sam McCall, how good could he be? How special is he going to be, I think, as a defensive back for you guys?
Yeah, I think the sky's the limit for Sam. Tremendous length, athleticism, his change of direction, acceleration, all the things that you need. And then, anytime you've got a defensive back with those type of ball skills, I think it allows you to have incredible game-changing plays. And so we're definitely excited about what Sam McCall brings to this program.
Great. Florida State coach Mike Norvell, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much, and go Noles.